Nintendo. Okay, Nintendo. You guys came to E3 with the Direct and didn't pretend to. Hey. I'm sorry. That joke was awful. I'm sorry, guys. But Nintendo just had their E3 conference Direct today, and you know we got to talk about it. Cue the music. Had the E3 Direct, and it was pretty good, pretty solid. They started off with this game called Demon X Machina. It's made by Armored Core developers and Fire Emblem developers, which actually was something I wasn't expecting. I was expecting like a Platinum Games logo or something around Platinum Games because this looks very Platinum-ish. And then they showed Xenoblade Chronicles 2 DLC, which drops in September. Now, I gotta say, I haven't played this game, but this DLC almost kind of sold me because it looks really good. I thought it was a game by itself or just a completely brand new Xenoblade game, but it does look good. Then right after that, you have Reggie Fils-Aime coming on talking about the Switch and talking about Pokemon Let's Go and Eevee, and he basically confirms while Pokemon Let's Go and Eevee is coming out, you basically can get Mew as a component too to run alongside you while you're doing your Pokemon adventures. And then right after that announcement, he also announces Super Mario Party is coming to the Nintendo Switch, and I believe it's coming in August, if I'm not mistaken, or somewhere around this time. It drops this year, basically. And then they showed Fire Emblem Three Houses, which didn't have a release date or a release window or anything like that. It was just really Fire Emblem, but the game does look good. Also, Super Mario Party drops in October, not in August. Then right after that, they finally confirmed what the rumors were speculating, what they were talking about, with Fortnite being on Switch, and it drops today, which they have live gameplay showing on the Nintendo channel. But Fortnite is out for all the Switch fans, and I believe it is crossplay, if Reggie confirmed that correctly. As he said, you can play with others around the world. Wow, I can't talk. You can play with others around the world on the Nintendo Switch, and I believe it's crossplay with Xbox and possibly PC. And then they showed Overcooked 2. Then they showed this badass indie game called Hollow Knight, plus all the DLC that comes out with it, which looks really cool and really interesting. Then they had a bunch of third parties, a bit more Octopath Traveler, which comes out in July. They're even giving a new demo for those who are interested. They showed off a bunch of third party support, like this game called Killer Black Queen, which is a multiplayer title. You see Splatoon 2 getting DLC, Crash is coming out, Dragon Ball FighterZ is still coming, Wolfenstein 2, Dark Souls Remastered, The World's End With You Remixed. A lot more games are coming out for the Nintendo Switch. And then the big news came. Then the big surprise came. Wait, I'm forgetting something. They also showed Paladins came to the Switch. Paladins is coming to the Switch, and that's actually dropping today also. Then the big news came. Then the events. Then the magical surprise. Then the thing people were waiting on to see about Nintendo and what they were going to do with this game, because people were very, very interested, and that is Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. The brand new Super Smash Bros. Titles everybody was waiting for. It got announced earlier this year, but then they confirmed everything that everybody wanted to know. They basically have every roster from every game in this Smash, and it's called Ultimate. They have brand new Final Smashes, which look good. And they gave you this huge roster update and big ass update about everything they're changing to the game, everything that they're adding. Yo, this game looks phenomenal. This game looks so damn good, and I believe now it's full on 8 players. There's 8 to 9 players I see on the screen fighting all at once, and the new stages looks good, and everything just that joint looks good. And they made a new confirmation of a new character coming in, one that was always asked for every Smash game coming out the GameCube, and that is the Metroid monster himself, Ridley. Now, if you don't know who Ridley is, this is giant fucking bat pterodactyl god demon thing that's always been in Metroid, and people have been asking this for a while now. And I gotta say, his introduction was kind of badass. Now, my character I would have wanted in Smash was Sans from Undertale, just because, all in my heart, I love Undertale. But Ridley looks badass, looks really cool. Yo, I gotta say, Nintendo is showing off some love at this E3. However, I gotta give them a gripe. Because they spent most of their time talking about Super Smash when that could have been in a Direct itself. Could have just confirmed Ridley. You could have confirmed who was coming in. You could have confirmed the stages and everything else possible. But they spent a lot of time talking about Super Smash Bros., which it does have a release date, December 7, 2018. So it drops this year. So you got to be ready for it. Now, if I had to give Nintendo a grade, I had to give them a full-on grade. I gotta give them a C plus, just because a lot of the time they could have been announcing new games, more new games. They kind of spent a lot more time on Smash, and that could have been something separate by itself. Solid 3.5 out of 5. They had a really good conference, really strong, but the Smash stuff was way too long. They really didn't show off much of anything. They didn't announce a new Metroid. They didn't confirm really anything else. But they do have some games coming out this year. They have some fire titles coming out this year, and I'm really looking forward to what they have. But that is all, folks. Go check out my previous E3 reviews on Microsoft, Bethesda, Devolver, Square Enix, Ubisoft, Sony, and that is it. Also, I'll be having a couple more videos, a couple of different videos I really want to talk about, because I see a lot of dumb stuff being said, but I really got to discuss it. And with that being said, folks, Detroit review coming this week. Yakuza 6 review coming this week. Well, tune in, turn up, and throw down. It's looking like a GG, and I'm out.